All right, last and final video, promise. So I feel like this, right? If they're all particular about money, my daughter is trying to get this attraction, and I'm finding it hard to learn Japanese, and things are going the way it's going in this country for me as far as like my family life and how things are just happening in a broad sense. It's like I don't think I made a mistake coming here. I think I made a mistake in understanding these people and the culture before coming here. That's where I made the biggest mistake, especially having my daughter at her, at her young age, or growing into her adulthood, and coming here and interrupting what she was doing in America to come and be here. And the reason why I left America, I think I said this in another video, is because the leadership under Trump during the virus, and how people were dying at my job and people getting sick and stuff, and I didn't want to take it home to my daughter who has Down syndrome, who can easily get sick from just dust, in the air, whatever, and there's bacteria in it, she'll get sick from it. So we have to be very careful. And being that people in Texas, of all places in America, during the virus, they were just some really nasty fucking people, because they didn't believe in the vaccine, they didn't believe in wearing a mask, they didn't believe in doing anything that was structurally profound to helping get rid of the fucking virus. They were just dumb-minded motherfuckers. So they kind of like force you to have to make a move. And I made a move, and the move that I make was to come here and to be with my wife and her family before anything happened to her and her family. So I don't think I made a mistake. I just, like I said, I didn't study the culture enough, and didn't, realize that the language is going to be such a big ass problem with me and my daughters, and my wife, she, no problem, she's Japanese, so it's not a problem for her getting a job and taking care of, the family and whatever. Like I said, I do Uber for work, so I make good money on Uber. Here, I did it in America, and I'm doing it here, and it's like, it's an abundance of work here for Uber. You just you have to get out there and hustle. But for my daughter to grow up in this country and, and be the type of person she is, it's kind of like a problem that I'm having to have to deal with that. But, we just have to give it more time, and we have to, focus on making things better for her. And my other daughter with Down syndrome, it's much easier for her because she's learning Japanese, and she's adapting to this place. But my older daughter, she's not really adjusting too fast to it. So it's like we have to really take our time and get to know Japan a lot more before we start making these these moves in this place around these people. Japan is difficult, and if you don't know the language, it's even more difficult. So you live and learn. Peace, you guys. Black man in Japan.